I know you don't watch the channel for this kind of video, but this is important and I promise I'll keep it short. Over the past couple of months, things in the community have felt more fraught than usual. I've seen and I've heard of some pretty scary instances of targeted harassment and bullying, as well as my subjective view that the partisanship in the community feels like it's reached new highs. And on top of that, there's the situation in which my friend Mike, SimRacing604, finds himself at the moment, though more about that in a second. If you want a TLDR of the gist of this video, the thing is, things seem darker than usual, and without wanting to sound trite, we need to look out for each other. So about the SimDream SimRacing604 thing. If you don't know what happened, the short story is that Mike produced a very fair video last week, reminding people in the community that SimDream have been and continue to sell Assetto Corsa mods, which they claim are original creations, but variously they're rips from other titles or from community modders, often with Kunos' own physics files lazily copied and pasted in place. Now, this is all easily verifiable stuff, and everything Mike said was accurate and true. Sadly, they chose to try and silence him by bombarding his channel with fallacious DMCA claims, which obviously puts his channel in jeopardy. Even worse, this isn't the first time they've done this. Obviously, it goes without saying that abusing the DMCA system to hide evidence of crimes is totally abhorrent. And I'm mentioning this for two reasons. Firstly, to continue to raise awareness, but also to try and make a wider point. The silver lining in this story has been the community response led by Random Callsign, of whom I'll be writing unbearable folk songs detailing his courageous and heroic visage in due course. The community have seemingly 100% rallied behind Mike, as well they should. So, to my point. This is everything that I love about the sim racing community. This is us at our best. My experience has been one of inclusion, caring and kindness almost all of the time that I've been involved. And when things do go badly wrong, like they do sometimes, we often see efforts like this to try and make things right. But as I referenced earlier, there seems to be a rise in targeted harassment and bullying, which in some cases has risen to the level of death threats, encouraging suicide, and other equally vile, malignant nastiness like that. So I guess what I'm saying here is, again, not to sound trite, we need to look out for each other. This kind of behaviour is rife in some of the more popular gaming communities, and we have to ask ourselves, is that the direction in which we want the sim racing community to head? My fear is that there at some point is a point of no return, and we really don't want to reach that, as the genie is damn hard to get back in the bottle. So that's all well and good, but what about something that's actually actionable? Well, the obvious takeaway is perhaps we just need to try and be a little bit kinder. But realistically, we need to continue to reinforce the ideas that these kind of behaviours are just not acceptable within our sub-communities. We can't expect sim developers, equipment manufacturers and retailers and the like to lead the charge on this. This has got to happen at a grassroots level. As I said before, 99% of the people that I've encountered in the sim racing community are kind, welcoming, lovely people. The sort of people that I would happily go down to a bar with and have a beer. But maybe we aren't doing enough to stop the 1% from making things unpleasant. And since I'm deep in the territory of cliche, let's end things by reminding ourselves that a bad apple spoils the bunch. So that's it. That's my 5 pence. Let's keep spreading the word about Mike's situation, as realistically, I think that's the best thing that most of us can do. And I guess all that's left to say is to thank you guys for watching, to thank Ricardo for being a cool guy, and to everyone else, let's all try and be kind.